on the program, we look into the economic and foreign policies ahead of the general elections. Then what the younger generation hope to see in Thai politics. And what's driving the tea beauty phenomenon. Sawadee-ka, I'm Nad Bunag and welcome to This Week with Thai PBS World. Only 23 days left until Election Day, and we will continue to focus on the election pledges. Most of the voters are expecting economic policy changes and some to address the rising cost of living because this is what affects the livelihoods of the people most. Economic policies, which some may call it populist policies, are at the heart of many parties' election campaigns. So let's get a snapshot of what these parties are offering. We begin with the Phumjai Thai Party, which has outlined several policies to boost the local economy. Their highlights include the famous co-payment scheme, where the government pays half of what you spend on daily necessities. They also propose government bonds so that Thais can have more savings. The Phumjai Thai Party also has an ambitious goal of growing Thailand's GDP by 3%. So to achieve this, they are also proposing increased investment in trending industries, as well as aiming to boost tourism revenue to 6 trillion baht within 4 years. Populist policies are what the Pheu Thai Party is really good at. This time around, they propose a similar co-payment scheme, but they would pay 70% of what you have purchased instead of half as Phumjai Thai is proposing. They have also proposed a 20 baht flat fare for SkyTrains, which is a continuation from their previous policy, and a 10 baht flat fare for air-conditioned buses. The People's Party aims at improving the Thai economy by increasing industrial product competitiveness and pulling Thailand out of economic stagnation. And another highlight is their proposed infrastructure development through what they call it the Orange Mega Projects. This is mainly to improve the quality of living from adjusting the budget for city development, waste management, as well as improving public transport. Now let's turn to the Democrat Party, where their main focus is on tackling poverty. The Democrats insist that Thailand must be free from corruption with no unattainable populist policies, while also tackling informal debt and improving financial support for SMEs. At the same time, they're also aiming for Thailand's GDP to grow up to 5% within 4 years. And what's slightly different in this general election is the inclusion of foreign policies. Phumjai Thai under Sihasak Phongketka's vision will focus on proactive diplomacy with a long-term vision for Thailand that keeps up with rapid changes while also maintaining a good balance with global superpowers. With this strategy, he hopes that within 4 years, Thailand will overcome the existing conflicts and put Thailand back on the international radar. And as for the People's Party, their strategy includes diplomacy and foreign policies which are linked to the economy and the livelihoods of the people. It also includes prioritizing national interests while still adhering to human rights and international rules. With this particular strategy, they hope that Thailand will become much more visible on the international stage with a renewed reputation. Meanwhile, the Pheu Thai Party revealed that their foreign policies are to strengthen bilateral relations with other countries, which they believe will help with two things. One is to increase market opportunities abroad for Thai businesses. Another is to double foreign direct investment and attract more tourists into Thailand. Another ambitious dream is to make Thai passports much more powerful to unlock more destinations for Thai travelers without the need for a visa. But to give you better context for this one, currently Singapore has the most powerful passports in the world, where holders can travel up to 192 destinations without a visa. But for Thai passport holders, they can visit just 79. The Democrat Party has not officially detailed their foreign policies, but they did mention that they want to improve Thailand's reputation. In previous interviews, they have said that before implementing any foreign policy, political stability must be achieved. This is because foreign investors are unlikely to have confidence in doing business with Thailand if there are too many changes in domestic politics. They also believe that maintaining a good relationship with both global superpowers in light of geopolitical tensions is also important. And with the elections taking place amid border and geopolitical tensions, party candidates have vowed to strengthen foreign policies with their ultimate goal of putting Thailand back on the international radar. Addressing economic woes have always been the most popular election campaign pledges. As Thais are about to choose a new government amid border clashes and geopolitical tensions, many political parties have vowed to put Thailand back on the international radar. This particular pledge has, however, barely been mentioned by those on the campaign trail. Veteran diplomats have also been recruited as senior party members with the intention that they should spearhead foreign policy. The Phumjai Thai Party nominated veteran diplomat and current Foreign Minister Sihasa Phongketkaew as one of their prime ministerial candidates. The People's Party have chosen former Thai ambassador to the United States and former junta-appointed Senator Pisarn Manawapat to oversee foreign implementation of their policies. Phongpisut Busabarat, the director of the Institute of Security and International Studies, feels that voters are more interested in foreign policies now, especially due to the ongoing border tensions. Unlike in the past, where people did not recognize the nexus between foreign policies and how they could affect their livelihoods.
I think this time the elections focus on the nationalist sentiments, and that's very obvious, right? I mean, most of the parties raised this issue up, the military might against neighboring countries and protecting sovereignties. That became one of the priorities of many parties in these elections, and I think it kind of shift away from Thailand foreign policy in trying to have a peaceful coexistence with neighboring countries and promoting economic growth with them. So this time I think foreign policy priorities becomes more important than other elections that we have seen.
What he still hopes to see from the new government is a more refined version of foreign policy. One of them is to strengthen regional cooperation with ASEAN member countries, which he feels is still underutilized.
I think recalibrate foreign policy, as many scholars might have mentioned, adhering to rule-based order. When all the great power are now diverged from that directions. But if Thailand adhere to the principle, norms, international norms and rules, that would increase our credibilities. And of course, ASEAN is the good platform for Thailand to play that role. If we discard ASEAN or our regional institutions, I don't think Thailand could play by itself and promote our role or put ourselves into international radars.
Before Thailand can appear on the international radar, it must return to the fundamentals, democracy and a stable government. Yingchip Achanon of iLaw, who's at the forefront in advocating for constitutional amendments, believes that political stability or a lack of it says everything about Thailand.
We need a better structure and a better stable government. During the past 3 years, everyone see that Thailand cannot have a stable government that produce stable policies. So it's difficult for investors or foreigners to come to Thailand to invest or to work with Thailand because they don't know that when the government will be changed. The root of problem is the legal structure, the constitution that provide unstable politics, unstable situation to the country. If we have a better structure that people can predict, foreigners can predict, politicians can predict that how government can be changed, how prime minister can be changed. That's gonna make everyone understand better about Thailand.
But what about a former ambassador's perspective? People's Party senior member Pisan Manawapat believes that Thailand still has an advantage with strong bilateral relationships with both global superpowers.
Well, Thailand is well positioned because we have had long-standing relationship with both the United States and China. We are America's oldest friend in Asia. We are treaty ally. And our relationship with China went back centuries before the formal establishment of our diplomatic relations with Beijing 50 years ago. So we are well positioned. And it's their strategic interest to maintain that cordial, excellent relationship with Thailand as well. So when both have common interests, we continue to cooperate and pursue. When our differences happen in the directions of policy, we must sit down and talk. And if the differences are too big to reconcile, we must agree to walk a different path. The most important thing is we remain friends, close friends, and allies, and we will gain their respect.
Regardless, some feel that if domestic politics remain unstable, long-term vision and the implementation of foreign policies are unlikely to happen. With no long-term strategic policies, Thailand is unlikely to cope with the shifting sands of geopolitics, especially when Thailand is already vulnerable to such uncertainties. Nad Bunag reporting for Thai PBS World. Still on election pledges, recently Thai PBS hosted a public forum called Policy Watch Connect 2026, which gathered together experts in various fields to address the underlying crises and changes in public policies they hope to see from the new government. This covered numerous issues from constitutional amendments, climate change, corruption, and foreign policies. Our reporter Warisara Sahan was there to find out how Thailand should reposition itself amid the current geopolitical crisis.
People's hopes and expectations rise every time a national election comes around. Today, hopes for Thailand to fight its spots amid geopolitical competition of superpower countries while protecting its values and interests remain a challenge. To find the answer, Thai PBS hosts a Policy Watch Connect 2026 forums for all stakeholders to find common ground and formulate policy proposals to concrete steps. The event includes a series of 12 policy forums aimed at turning public-driven ideas into concrete policy proposals to address the country's critical challenges before and after the general election. The forums run for 2 weeks, from January 12th to 23rd. One of the forums is held under the theme Thailand's Compass Strategic Proposals on Foreign Affairs and Security for the Next Government. This panel gathered distinctive analysts. Some are from the Thai Foreign Ministry, the Thai-Cambodia Joint Border Situation Center, and prominent media representatives. Thailand is entering a new phase in geopolitics, whether in managing issues with bordering countries and defining its stance among global superpowers. One of the analysts, Fuadi Pisuwan, lecturer of Political Science Department of Thammasat University, sees that the U.S. retrenchment somehow is a factor for uncertainty in Thailand. With this, he points out that Thailand's next administration should find a way to uplift bilateral relations with another powerful country.
How do we benefit from technological advancement of the Chinese? How do we encourage technology transfer to help build our economy? Mutual win-win in terms of economic issue. How do we design our legal system, our investment law, so that it benefits Thai people, right?
He also stressed that Thailand should never lose its dignity. Instead, the country should highlight its strengths and use them to reinforce its position on the global stage. One approach, he said, includes defense diplomacy, citing the use of Crippen fighter, which includes international producers.
Can we formalize a network, right? Maybe hold a summit of these middle powers who all are believer in the fighter Gripen jets and user of it. Can we do something more so the collaboration can spin off from military to other sector, right? And that's one concrete proposal that I have.
Meanwhile, on Thailand's geopolitical landscape, Pongprat Makjang from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs said Thailand plays a role in promoting peace in the region. He highlighted that one foreign policy proposal is to strengthen bilateral relations with neighboring countries as a crucial step forward, especially with Cambodia and Myanmar. Amid ongoing border tensions between Thailand and Cambodia, mechanisms already exist at the state-to-state level to help ease tensions. However, Karuna Buakamsi, a veteran journalist at Thai PBS, said there should be a flagship policy that is solid and tangible at the people-to-people level. She cited the period following World War II, when Thailand and Cambodia seized opportunities to shift from conflict toward economic cooperation.
เท่าที่ฟังบนเวทีเขามีข้อมูลหมดทั้งการทหารนะทั้งฝ่ายต่างประเทศแล้วก็ทางสมช.เพียงแต่ว่าปัญหาคือมันจะเอามาขมวดรวมยังไงเอามากลั่นยังไงให้มันเป็นนโยบายต่างประเทศที่ประชาชนรู้สึกว่าจับต้องได้เหมือนตอนยุคชาติชายที่เปลี่ยนสนามรบเป็นสนามการค้าอะไรเงี้ยคือเราอยากเห็นนโยบายที่เราเห็นในฐานะประชาชนแล้วแบบอ๋อจะพาเราไปทางเนี้ย
Thailand's position on the international stage will be a crucial task for the next government, along with clarifying its stance on protecting national sovereignty and promoting peace. The Thai PBS Policy Watch Connect 2026 forums aim to serve as a bridge between public will and government policy. Warisala Sehan reporting for Thai PBS World.
And we have to say that anything could happen in geopolitics, so Thailand really needs to catch up with that. And now let's have a look at the other stories making headlines throughout the week in our weekly roundup. At least 32 people were killed when a construction crane collapsed onto a passenger train in Nakhon Ratchasima province on Wednesday morning. A crane used to lift bridge segments for an elevated high-speed railway fell onto a three-carriage train traveling from Bangkok to Ubon Ratchathani. The train was carrying about 195 passengers and staff. 2 people were killed when a construction crane collapsed onto their vehicles at the construction site of the Rama to Samut Sakhon elevated expressway on Thursday morning. It is the second fatal incident involving construction cranes in 24 hours, raising serious concerns over safety standards at major infrastructure construction sites in Thailand. Air quality in Bangkok has deteriorated significantly, with 4 districts classified as red zones due to dangerously high levels of PM 2.5 pollution. According to the Pollution Control Department, PM 2.5 levels are likely to increase until next week, with continued monitoring needed in parts of Bangkok and nearby provinces. And on election day, nearly 53 million Thais will choose the country's next government. The majority of voters come from Generation X and Generation Y. At the same time, this election also includes more than 4 million first-time voters who could play a crucial role in shaping Thailand's political landscape. Warisara Sahan took to the streets to talk to some of these young voters.
It can't be denied that young people, especially Gen Z and new voters, are among the demographic groups on which many political parties are focusing on, as nearly 4 million young voters are expected to take part in both the election and the referendum for the first time, with many of them having already cast ballots in 2023. For the general election this February, what remains unchanged among this demographic group is a mix of hope, expectations, and doubts.
คาดหวังให้ผลการเลือกตั้งมันเป็นไปอย่างยุติธรรมใช่ถ้าเราแก้รัฐธรรมนูญนี้ได้มันก็อาจจะช่วยรื้อเรื่องตรงนี้ได้
I feel like everything is quite in trouble right now, like within the country itself and also like international connections that we're doing. So yeah, I hope they can get into like the roots of the problems.
เราก็รู้สึกว่าควรทำให้ได้เหมือนที่พูดอะไรแบบนี้มากกว่าก็เป็นสิ่งที่ควรทำอยู่แล้ว
Promise to do something like they when they got the position, I think that they should made it through and made it happen.
Someone who actually cares about how people are doing, to care about the Thai people for real, not someone who just want to like take advantage of what the power they have. Yeah, hopefully.
While those of generations X and Y make up the majority of the electorate, there are more than 8 million voters of Generation Z aged 18 to 27, which make up about 15% of the electorate. New voters, those turning 18 on or before election day this year, are estimated at around 3.2 to 3.4 million, or roughly 6%. Satithon Thananithishod, a lecturer at the Faculty of Political Science at Chulalongkorn University, said the 6% to 15% share of young voters is unlikely on its own to drive major change. He added that even the 15% bloc could only have an impact if most young voters move in the same direction.
ถ้าจะออกมาให้ impact ในสัดส่วนที่เราก็น้อยกว่าเกณฑ์อื่นต้องออกมาให้เยอะมาถึง 70-80% ได้ไหมล่ะแล้วก็มาโหวตไปในทางเดียวกันให้มันเห็นเลยว่าคนเจนใหม่คน new voter รุ่นนี้ต้องการอะไรที่มันชัดเจนอันนี้มันจะตั้ง impact ได้ในระดับหนึ่งแล้วมันพอจะเห็น impact ในเชิงทิศทางไปต่อไปว่าคนรุ่นนี้เขาไปในทางนี้นะการเลือกตั้งครั้งต่อไปก็จะมีคนรุ่นแบบนี้เติมเข้ามาอีก
He noted that in the period since the coup, many people have wanted to see change. He pointed to the rise of social democratic and progressive politics, such as protests, the Move Forward Party, and the high turnout in 2023 general election, with more than 75% of the electorate voting. This time, he said, the sentiment could be different, with many voters disappointed by the last election, not only by the election outcome, but also the process of forming the next government.
แล้วโฟกัสมันอาจจะไม่ได้ไปอยู่ที่ว่ามันจะต้องเปลี่ยนแปลงเป็นโครงสร้างขนาดใหญ่ซะทีเดียวเพราะเขารู้สึกว่ามันอาจจะไกลเกินเอื้อมหรือเปล่าไม่รู้แต่มันอาจจะอยู่ในระดับที่เขาต้องการอะไรที่มันตอบโจทย์ปัญหาชีวิตของเขามากขึ้น
This year's election also includes a national referendum aimed at seeking a public mandate to draft a whole new constitution. Satithon observed that unclear positions by some political parties, combined with broader disappointment in Thai politics, could affect the referendum's outcome. The build-up to this year's election, compared with 2023, is seeing a shift in sentiment among young voters, especially the rise of a socially progressive democratic movement. Many remain disappointed, but they have not entirely given up hope. Warisala Sehan reporting for Thai PBS World.
From the upcoming elections, now let's talk about beauty, from skincare, makeup to cosmetics. As Thailand's beauty products carve out their own identity, many brands are rapidly gaining international recognition and competing alongside global leaders. Today, we explore the secrets behind their success and the unique strengths of Thai cosmetics.
Thailand's beauty market is worth billions and growing faster than ever. Local brands are breaking records, both at home and internationally. As tea beauty goes global, these brands are proving that they can compete with the world's best. So what are their secrets and strong selling points?
I think it's the blend of technology, the cultural, and of course the long heritage of the beauty business in Thailand. We also have a very strong presence of R&D facilities as well as the manufacturing facilities as well. So I think combining this together make a strong pillar for the industries to grow abroad.
Compared with incumbents like South Korea and Japan, which have long set the standard for innovation and precision, Tea Beauty is establishing its own global identity as high-performance wear.
Thai products are more of, I would say, a high performance in terms of weather tolerance because we are close to the equator, so we have a very extreme weather. Our weather are very hot and humid. So the cosmetics that can use in this weather has to be very versatile in terms of performance. So that's what we sold for. For example, our powder sells very good in Japanese hot summer because we have very hot summer all year long. So when it goes to Japan, it's kind of fixed the consumer's problem with summer heat.
For brand communication, Rawit believes in integrating Thai cultural experiences, combining fashion, food, and entertainment into a single package to make storytelling more compelling and stronger, much like the strategies of global pop culture leaders.
I would say that it would be much better if we combine everything and package it for everyone else to see. For example, it has to go with the movie, the series, songs, the T-pop idol themselves. We have a lot of T-pop idol these days. The product, whether it's cosmetics, food, or other fashion stuff, I would say. It goes together. We cannot just sell cosmetic and say that this is good. It has to be the whole package. And I think this is why K-pop has exported a lot of product because they know this integration works. And I think we have to do something, not copying them, I think similar in terms of the way of thinking.
That strategy has already been brought up in the National Soft Power Development Committee, for which Rawit previously served on a subcommittee, so there is good direction. Political instability has, however, paused the multi-billion baht initiative. He remains confident, though, that the strategy is far too important to be abandoned.
I think it's a good direction, and I hope things will come back after we have an election and stuff. I think things are gonna come back on track again. I think anyone that comes as a government will have to do this because this is one of I would say it's one of the next export frontier of our country, and we have to do this. It's combined with tourism and everything. I think this has to be done.
From his perspective, the beauty industry is now defined by a holistic blend of health, wellness, and longevity. Looking ahead, he sees sustainability becoming the central trend, driven by increasingly environmentally conscious consumers. Moreover, shoppers are becoming more knowledgeable and are seeking products with clinical backing and proven efficacy. They aren't just buying beauty anymore.
It used to be only beauty package. I mean, it has to be nice in the past. But these days, people are like, oh, if this is too much, I don't want a box, for example. Just send me the package. I think that trend is going to continue deeper. People are going to look more into, how much carbon you produce each year. Do you have an attempt to try a recycling packaging, for example, or stuff like that? It's going to be a concern, especially for younger consumers as well. These days, consumers are very savvy. They read research papers. They're looking on critical products, clinical trial products. They're looking at tests. They're looking at certifications. They understand how the lab works, sometimes as good as the brand can. So I think, they're more savvy, say. And that kind of bring the competition up. So when they say that you put this particular ingredient in, they'll ask what percent and what form. So check whether this is going to work or not.
Currently, there are around 12,000 Thai brands in the market. While they are competing fiercely for market share, together they represent the collective identity of Thai beauty. Rawit's advice to these brands is to remain agile, relentless, and proactively driven to stay ahead of the curve.
And we have to admit that there are a lot of tea beauty products that are of high quality. And that's all for this edition of This Week with Thai PBS World. Join us every Friday at 10 p.m. only on Thai PBS. You can also follow us on social media and our website, thaipbsworld.com, for all the latest stories and analyses about Thailand. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. สวัสดีค่ะ